Hey guys, YouTube Nerd here. Alright, now here I am with my next Christmas review. And next up, this is going to be your review for Home Alone 5, The Holiday Heist. Yeah. So, of course, I've already reviewed, a few Home Alone movies. I reviewed, of course, the first 2 years ago. And then, just a couple of years ago, I also reviewed Home Alone 4. And now all the Home Alone movies are on Disney+. Plus. So now I was able to check out Home Alone 5. So this is going to be a review for that. So if you saw my review for Home Alone 4, I have already said how bad it was. I mean, everybody knows just how bad Home Alone 4 really was. I mean, just it was just so freaking terrible. I mean, made for TV was probably a sign that it wasn't going to be so good, but yeah, just seeing what they did with it, it just was so freaking horrible. Yeah. And so you figure with how bad that one was, that would be the worst Home Alone, right? Well, in 2012, then they decided to just beat a dead horse again with making another one. Yeah, yeah. So, what can I really say about this one? I mean, just what is there to say? Just what do you really expect? Yeah, it's really bad. It's once again bad, just like the last one was. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what can I really say? Just that pretty much sums it up. It's a terrible movie. There's just nothing of this film to really um, that really does stand out. I mean, it just is such a bad and forgettable TV movie. So my question is, why did they even make this? Because in the last one, in Home Alone 4, after Home Alone 3, just got rid of all the original characters, they for some reason brought them back. But of course, as you're watching it, you know it's not the same characters. This one, like Home Alone 3, it does not have the original character. There's no Kevin or anybody from the any original characters back in this one. And it's not even it doesn't even act as a sequel to Home Alone 3. This one just has just totally different characters once again. It's not even set in Chicago like the other ones were. Yeah. This one is set in Maine. What this film is really about is it's about a family that ends up moving cross country from California to Maine. And and the house they live in, the it, the youngest son, it's a family of four. There's a father, mother, son, and daughter. Yeah, and the son is the youngest one. He's a 10-year-old boy named Finn, and and Finn is just freaking out about it because he's apparently been told that the house is haunted, and so basically for the good chunk of the movie, he's just freaking out about there being ghosts in the house, and so he ends up just setting us up traps to try to trap the ghost, and he's always trying to show to his family how there may be a ghost in the house and all that stuff. So it's really stupid. Yeah, and it shows how the son Finn is very obsessed with video games, while the daughter Alexa, uh well, yeah, was that her name? Alexis, rather. Yeah, she's always on her phone and everything. And it shows how just they're not really social, and the parents are trying to get them to be social, but they're just not doing anything else. And then one night when they're planning to go to a Christmas party, just the the son and daughter are just because how unsocial they are, they just decide that they don't want to go. So they end up staying alone at the house, and it shows that there are these there's these three goons that are or yeah these three thieves that apparently inside the family's house there's this very valuable painting that it was actually painted by Edvard Munch, who was also the artist that painted that the Scream painting. And apparently this painting is worth a fortune. So these three thieves are trying to get into the house to try to steal the painting. And with these thieves are really who Finn really believes are the ghosts. And then eventually yeah he does eventually realize that they're it is actually the three thieves trying to break into the house. And so then yeah yeah so basically how this really does go is just it is the Home Alone formula. He learns that the thieves are going to break into the house to try to steal the painting, and so he sets up traps to just to stop them. And it's the Home Alone formula. The thieves go through the traps. They like hijinks ensues. Like the traps hit them. They get hurt, and yeah, all this other stuff. So yeah, so it is basically the Home Alone formula. So yeah, I mean that is basically like how this film works. I mean, yeah, you can just like sum up this film like just you can like get through the entire premise in just like a minute. It's like the family moves in, and the son is freaked out about possible ghosts, especially like from what he hears from a neighbor. And then yeah, then like he sets up the house, like trying to set up traps to keep the ghosts in. And then yeah, then the parents like end up going to the Christmas party. And then once they're there, like as they are trying to get intact with with the kids, and even like when they try to leave, like they end up getting a snowed in at the party, and so they can't actually go home to the kids. And so then a bunch of all this stuff ensues. The thieves try to break into the house, and yeah, then they go through the hijinks with the son. And yeah, then they eventually catch the son, but the neighbor helps to fight the thieves off. And then yeah, then eventually the brother and the sister then work together to trap the thieves and defeat them. And then yeah, then they get sent away. Yeah, they get end up getting taken into custody. And yeah, and that's pretty much like how it works. Like that's basically it. Like you do have like some stuff in here. Like I said, like you do have like the son like interacting with the neighbor kid. There's also this little subplot where like because the son is a gamer, he also is actually like online with another guy playing the same game that he does. And so yeah, then there's like a little bit of a story arc, basically like trying to copy the stuff with Old Man Marley in the first Home Alone and the Pigeon Lady in the second film. Just yeah, all the stuff with Finn trying to talk to him about spending Christmas with his family and all this stuff. And then yeah, then when the other guy then eventually does like learn that like Finn's house is being broken into, then he's like trying to give Finn some advice. And then yeah, then he tries to call the parents, and the parents like mistakenly think that this other guy like kidnapped the parents. And so then the police get called all to go over to his house. And then then like a little bit of hijinks ensues, and yeah, all this stuff. So yeah, basically like there's really nothing to offer in this film. Like it's a very boring and generic Eric film. Just yeah, it really just does suffer the same problems that Home Alone 4 did. Like it's boring, it's not written well. Well, it's just comes off as just a cash cow, and yeah, just all this other stuff. So yeah, so what can I really say about it? I mean, it's not good. I mean, I think everybody should. He probably like knows it won't be good. So yeah, so I didn't even like watch this film. Like I never even actually ever wanted to watch this film when it came out, and I avoided it for years. But I figured like since it is now available on Disney Plus, I would give it a watch and I would make this review for it. So yeah, so I guess like yeah, I guess at least now I can say that I have seen it, and now I can finally like fairly judge the film. And yeah, just what can I say? It is bad, but I'm sure everybody is expecting that. So really, just is it really worth getting angry over? Like, does it like is it really worth you like raging over, just yelling at it, cursing at it, and all this other stuff? Because I mean, just I mean, what expectations do you really have? Like, no Kevin, it's not even a theatrical release. I mean, it's a cheap ass TV movie. So, yeah. So, I mean, what can you really say about it? I mean, it's bad and all that stuff, but I mean, are you really expecting anything more out of it? So, yeah. So I just really don't really know what else I can really say about it. I mean, it's bad, but yeah, I guess we've come to expect that. So yeah, so obviously, like I don't recommend watching this film. Just even if you do even like just want to say that you have seen all the Home Alone movies. I mean, you can even just pretend this one doesn't even exist. Like it's really just worth skipping over. So yeah, so I really don't think I really did anything for myself by watching this movie, other than just saying that I can like fairly judge it. So maybe like if you just want to say if you want to like fairly judge the movie and just not bash it because of how unnecessary it is, then yeah, then I guess you can give it a watch. But yeah, even if you just like want to say that you've seen all the Home Alone movies, just yeah, you can just pretend this one doesn't exist because yeah, there's not really anything worth seeing here. So yeah, so a very pointless film, and yeah, just yeah, nothing to really offer. So yeah, so I don't even know what I would give this. I mean, I gave Home Alone 4 1 star years ago, so I don't know. I think that would probably be the most I would give this one. So Yeah, so the most I would give this film would be 1 star, maybe even less. I'll have my final rating down in the description if you want to see it. But yeah, definitely just a very pointless film, and just yeah, it is really is just another just example of just how a dead horse was being beaten by this franchise continuing. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, and you figure like since like this film just really did nothing, it had nothing to offer. You'd figure like after this film failed, that the Home Alone franchise would finally be done with, right? You'd figure that Fox would finally just get the message and just get the picture, and they would just finally learn their lesson to stop trying to milk money from this franchise. Well, you would think that, right? But wouldn't you know, when Disney made the purchase, like when Disney purchased Fox, then they decided to make yet another film that that they would then release on Disney Plus just last month. So yeah, we now have a new Home Alone film out, and yeah, and ever since it came out, like a lot of people have really just been really bashing that one as well, just hating on it. But yeah, is it really as bad as a 4 and 5? Well, tune in next time, and you will see what I do have to say. Yeah, my next review is going to be of the new Home Alone film that came out last month. So yeah, that's going to be coming up next. So that will be my next Christmas review. But yeah, as far as this one goes, just yeah, I can just sum it up in 2 words: skip it. All right, so I guess this is all I really have to say. If I say anything else, I'm just going to be sounding like a broken record. I'll just be repeating the same stuff. So yeah, Home Alone 5, just definitely skip. All right. So this is all I can really say. All right, so this is my review of Home Alone 5: The Holiday Heist. So I hope you guys did enjoy this review, and stay tuned for my next review, which is going to be of the new Home Alone movie. All right, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.